those are the ones where you got to write the long, crazy essay and you got to have the paperwork, and it requires um, you to have certain business implementations in order, like your EIN, your business LLC. And then there's grants that are private grants where a company, like again, like Mountain Valley may be doing a quarterly $50,000 grant. And the term is uh I forget the name of it, but basically it means like you don't have to give the money back. A non something. And the term is escaping my mind. But basically, the real purpose of it is, one, to get as many people on the back end. Is like, all right, we're gonna open this grant up to allow all of these people to voluntarily give us their information, their names, their email addresses, and all of this contact. And then by them pressing they accept, they're allowing us to solicit to them,
Mhm.
right? Like, so we win from there, and we win at that part. We got 10,000 new people that freely gave us their information, right, with the hopes of winning. So now we got a whole bunch of people, and then we could weed out the ones that work, the ones that don't, and then we can nurture and start our own funnel system to get these other people involved. But at the cost of that, what we're going to give out is $50,000. And sometimes the $50,000 itself isn't a full monetary value. They'll say you'll win, you'll get a year worth of this water, which is valued at
Mhm.
$20,000. You'll also get a free subscription to this that's worth $4,000, and then you get whatever 14 take away 50 is 36, right? So you'll get $36,000 out of the 50.
Mhm.
36 is still a lot of money to have, right? But now you got a whole bunch of water, you got a free subscription to this other thing for a year, and then you have seed money to actually start running or enhancing or hiring people
Right.
for your company. And the important part, so once I learned all of that, I started applying to a whole bunch of grants. And in 2024, I won the HoneyBook Breakthrough Grant. And that was a $25,000 grant. But it was broken into how I explained. So out of the 25,000, they gave me 4 years of HoneyBook Premium. So now I'm their test subject in a sense, right? Like, hey, look, we liked your answers. The way you responded aligns with what we're after. Because in my response and my answers, I say, yo, if I win, I'm going on HoneyBook and I'm gonna get the premium and I'm gonna use that. And then because I know that they do this, it'll streamline my process, make it easier for me to do these things and correlate and have something like this to allow for me to do business easier with my clients. I'm a new business owner and da 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 da. They read it and was like, oh yeah, this
Yeah, that's
this is
exactly
what
what
we
we're looking
need.
for.
This is what we're looking for. The other person said they're gonna go and do something else with it. We're
Yeah.
gonna get this guy. So I was one of 10 entrepreneurs that won. I was the only black man to win. It was a few black women, but I was the only black male to actually win. And that was like the catalyst for me to kind of I was like, oh, I just won. So they gave me that. They gave me a couple other things, but I took away $18,000. $18,000 for spending maybe an hour typing up some
Wow.
stuff and answering and going back. And this is 2024, so ChatGPT wasn't as kooky and worked
Yeah.
up as it was. There was no Claude. There was no. So a lot of the stuff I'm just really writing and maybe throwing into ChatGPT, like, hey, polish this up, make it sound a little better. And once that happened, I just started applying to way more grants. I used different sites. I used Hello Skip a lot, and Hello Skip is a very user friendly website that finds grant opportunities, allows for you to either apply to the grants through their website and then they do it on your behalf, or they send you the link directly and apply.
Mhm.
So I was doing both. I would go type my answers in on Skip, get it answered, formatted, copy, and then go apply directly to the company versus just relying on Skip. Because I'm like, I don't know whether or not it's going to really pan out. But Skip, and back then, it's changed now a little bit, well, a lot. it gave out a lot of grant opportunities, like weekly. Then they created like a calendar where you can see, all right, for the month of March, there's this one that's due on the 7th, these 3 that are due on the 12th, these 4 that are due on the 18th. And I was able to kind of strategize how to apply for the ones that I was eligible for.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that the true importance of grants for a small business owner and an entrepreneur is that it allows for you to go back to those things that I was talking about, because a lot of the questions are who's your target audience? What would you do, like, outside of what would you do with the money, is like what do you do? What services, what product or services do you provide?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not confidently explaining that, you're not gonna beat me, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I got great answers and I've
Mm-hmm.
tweaked them and modified them, and I understand that you can't copy and paste these answers.
Mm-hmm.
You have to cater them to whoever the grantor is.
Mm-hmm.
So I spend time, I'll look into, I feel like I should definitely get
After this
something for this,
point, bro.
right? It's like the fourth time. I'll go in and research them and find out, they've been doing this for over 100 years, right? This says 1871. Figure out where they came from and did all of these things, and then correlate my answer into the mountain valley mission statement,
Right.
and tie in what my beliefs are and how they correlate to them,
Yeah.
so that my answers sound like I'm the perfect candidate. Because if I win, I like to stay hydrated, and one of the things I'll do is get a subscription so that I can always have a fresh bottle and offer those to my clients, right? Like, so when I have these meetings, they always stay refreshed, because I know that this is the best spring water there is, the south of Mississippi, and then those become my answers, and then that allows for me to do those.
They not really looking to do charity, it sounds like they're trying to like build with somebody.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't know that's how it worked.
yeah, a lot of the time it's not, oh yeah, you it's not, you don't want to sound like, oh, I'm so needy. This will
Yeah.
allow for me to feed my family, and right? No, the answer, that's not the answer. It's like, how can this person in a sense be a spokesperson for, or how can this person, outside or again, depending on what the grant is, because there are like uh community driven grants that want you to talk about, when you get the money, what would you do with the money, right? Like, that's always going to be one of the questions. It's like, all right, how would you spend this money? How would you allocate it? I break it down depending on how much money it is into portions. Give an answer about giving money back to the people that gave it to me,
Mhm.
figuring out whatever it looks like with the mountain or the honey book or whatever, allocating how I spend the money in developmental things. Like, all right, I'll buy these softwares that'll allow for me to attract these type of people, or I would use this to buy this type of upgrade for my computer software for this.
And it's better the more specific you get.
Absolutely, because
Oh
if you
wow.
vague, like, yeah, with the $10,000, I'll do, but if you're not breaking down, 2,000 of this is gonna go here,
Oh.
4,000 is gonna go there, 1,000 is gonna go here, and I'll have 500 for petty cash to do marketing and make sure I get flyers printed out and all of those things. You're not gonna beat mine. Even if neither one of us win, I'm gonna make it to the semifinals. You're gonna
Mhm.
get dubbed right out the gate, because you're like, yeah, with the $10,000,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna just
figure it out.
I'm gonna get more equipment, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, nah, mine is, this is for 4,000, this is for 3,000, this is for two, this is for one. That's how I'm breaking down this whole 10,000.
Mhm. Do you remember some of the grantors and like some of the because they get specific, right? It's probably like scholarships where it's like scholarship for left-handed individuals or something like that. You remember any of those?
So as I started gaining more information on grants, I started to jot them down. I was like, okay, well, I can't use them. This is again going back to the business plan. I was like, okay, I can start offering this as a service, just to grant information, because back to what my principles, time is more important than money. If you have a resource that allows you to save time by not having to look for grants, then these grants are, I can't for nothing. I can't it's basically it's like non-refundable, where you don't have to pay back the money you get.
Non-fungible? Is
Not like
that's
not
something else.
nah, nah, it's something. But, and then some of them don't require you to have LLCs yet. So
Mm.
it's not government. So you don't have to have these super duper backed file documents and things like that.